Well. Another episode of Journey to the Farlands. Punching wood today. Maybe. I don't know with my fists. So maybe not quite punching. Maybe chopping is a better term. Anyway, we are here back in the Journey to the Farlands as per usual. I figured out my mic issues, so I got the new mic working again. I don't know what happened with OBS, but my mic, like my whole mic thing was all the defaults are changed. So I reconfigured them. Last episode I had to use my old mic because I couldn't figure it out in time, so I was just like whatever. But at least I figured that out, so I don't have to worry about that anymore for any more troublesome periods of trying to figure out how my mic works. Anyway, I think we're running a little low on durability on our armor. We're getting to that point with a lot of our gear about now, and also our hearts as well. But whatever, so be it. We will take care of that when that becomes relevant. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to episode 137. I was going into outro mode for a second. I don't know what's going on. I'm all over the place. Tell me something I don't already know. But yeah. This is the Journey of the Farlands, back in the flesh. I don't even remember the last time I did a commentary video on the series. Actually, it's been a bit. It's been a minute, and even since I've done a regular commentary. So, I won't exactly apologize. I'll just say sorry for inconvenience. So I guess it was an apology, but if anyone was inconvenienced by my apparent lack of uploading, I mean, I've still been uploading. Apparent lack of commentary, then there you go. But there's still plenty of stuff to watch if you get bored. If I don't upload, but I should be uploading again. That's what I've set out to do. Is not. Oh, what was I gonna say? It's kind of return to Journey to the Farlands and just kind of get rid of the other series temporarily. And if I do feel like not returning to them, then I will make that decision. But I'm gonna say it's temporary for now. Temporary hiatus for around a month. I mean, it's already been like 2 weeks, so it'll have been like 6 weeks, which is crazy. Time's flying by. That is definitely something something on the list to cover for talking points. Is that yeah, things are happening. In case you guys missed it, I'm now employed, so I've been working on the weekends and also during the week. Well, not the job, but schoolwork during the week or work on the weekend. And I work at a supermarket. That's quite nice. But it also means I won't have as much time to play. So I've decided to take a break from a lot of things until summer rolls around and I don't have to worry about school. At least until the fall. And I'll see about getting some better progress on Journey of the Farlands. I'm not too sure. Depends if I actually start working a lot. It'll be at least like things will start picking up to the usual level, like to before I got this job. Probably July, because the first week of July I'm going on a trip. So so that'll be a complete week without any Journey to the Farlands, unfortunately. But I can't really do anything about that. I'm going on a road trip, and I can't really bring you guys along with me. So I'm gonna leave that as a part of the break, and that'll be a break from Journey to the Farlands. So as much as I was like, yeah, consistency, I have to take time for vacations and things that I can't really work around. So that'll be something to think about. And I'm trying to foresee anything else. I guess exams might eat away time, so I might have to take a break from Journey to the Farlands for a little bit. And I was just like, I want to try. I do want to try. It's like the busiest time of the year for me, so we are gonna work our way through, get things ironed out, and all ready to go for summer, which is crazy to think that it's already summer again. The last time I checked, it was summer last year, and I was starting Journey to the Farlands in August. But yeah, Yeah, this year just flew by. Like I said, time's flying like a winged oh, what was it? A series of unfortunate events. A winged lizard. Time flies like a winged lizard. Montgomery, Montgomery. Yes, indeed it does. Indeed it does. Anyhow, where are we at in Journey of the Farlands? Let's see. 3.11107 whatever million. We got a little ways to go. Almost a year into this, and we're just about reaching a quarter. We might be able to break a quarter today. Well, actually, what did I say it was? It's like 0.33%, which I might not be able to break it tonight. I'm not too sure. It might have to be tomorrow, which will be a bummer because it'll be a no commentary. Well, looks like the mic died. Or that died, but it ran out. It turned off. Anyway, took a quick break. Wink, wink. That was like, I don't even know how long. I don't even think we even got to place the first bed. I got a little preoccupied with something else, so we're back now. I said I'd be consistent, but I never said it would be the most effective, efficient consistency. But anyway, oh, there's my water. I forgot to refill it. That's fine. I can finish it off. I don't remember what I was talking about before, but yeah, I was talking about the break. I think maybe something about the break and how I'm dedicating more time to Journey to the Farlands on a daily basis. Just I will try to. That's kind of the plan. Oh, I wonder. Oh, the server's running. I don't plan on playing on the Java server for some time, much like the rest of the stuff. But yeah, the June is going to be really busy. I'll probably have some time in the first few weeks to mess around with some things. And then with the latter stuff like exams and graduation and work and my trip, that'll be like a good 3 weeks where I might just not be able to upload it all. Well, probably the first 2 I'll be able to upload, but no. I'm just saying, though I may be trying and I do care about the series and keeping it up and going. Keeping it up and going also will mean it will have to take its leaves when I'm physically unable to. Although for now I'm physically able, so I will continue doing what works, as I have done this whole time. I think this page of Journey to the Farlands, in my notebook, there's more lines striped across because I do that when I don't walk anywhere that day. But there's way more than in any other page. You can definitely tell I've been trying to take things. Can't even say it's fully work in school. I've got other games I like to play and other things I like to do in general other than gaming. And I'm sure as time marches on, I will probably start dedicating more time into exploring pathways for the future and what I want to do. Because though I have kind of got some kind of ideas figured out that I've doted on before, I still have to do a bit of drawing board or go back to the drawing board a little bit before I consider post-secondary and all that. But anyway, the lovely soundtracks of C418 serenading. Yeah, the lovely soundtracks playing, running as we're running. I don't know if that's really the best way to put it, but it's a way to put it indeed. Curious. I don't think I've gotten many questions. I mean, the last major comment was 2 weeks ago, so the comments have been pretty dead since I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks properly. I've done Journey to the Farlands, but that's every couple days recently. But I'm hoping to get a little bit of stuff done. I'll probably have to edit this video a little bit, maybe tomorrow. There's a big break in the middle of it. Yeah, well, stuff comes up, especially when I'm trying to stream it during the week when I don't really have a whole lot of time. I said I'd dedicate at least an hour. This one will probably be shorter just due to the thing that came up. So I won't end it off now. I'll do a good half hour to 45 minutes left here. That should be a good little bit. I might even do an hour, who knows. See how long my commentary will last. But I've been watching a new series on Netflix. Speaking of my wanting to watch Doctor Who, I I've got a bit of a dilemma going on there. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm watching a new show. I'm watching Young Sheldon because I really liked Big Bang Theory. And I didn't get too into it. Like I never watched the whole series, but I always kind of liked the witty, nerdy nature to it. I didn't really find it fully relatable. Like I'm not a complete nerd. I'm a good bit of a nerd, but I don't know if I'm quite that nerdy. I don't mind the odd physics every once in a while, but actually right now it's daily because that's one of the classes I'm taking. But anyway, I do like a bit of math and science stuff, so I can find some things relatable at least. It's a relatively enjoyable show too, even without the whole young Sheldon part. I just like the dynamics of the family. Anyway, I guess I've been putting off watching Doctor Who. I've watched a little bit of it recently, but I guess I'm just not really motivated to watch it. I might just like do a longer stream if I can, maybe this weekend, and just pound out some Doctor Who while I'm streaming this or something. I think that could be a good idea because it really helps. Like the no commentary videos do help because they give me opportunities to watch stuff, but I've been like watching so many so many different things. What else have I been watching? Oh yeah, Sims 2 Let's Play. Because I was playing my Build a City challenge in Sims 2, and I've been watching a series, and I'm like 30 something episodes into that series. So I'm just I don't know. I'm realizing how much time I'm dedicating into these other series rather than Doctor Who. I could be like seasons in, way more seasons in, but I'm gonna try and wrap up what I got going right now, and get around to Doctor Who when I get around to it. I've got a new philosophy for these things that I've implemented, which is if I can't really focus on like multiple different things, I gotta eliminate the other things that aren't really necessary. I think that's great. I think that's I mean that's the thing everyone does. It's a very common thing to do. You know, friends that you don't get along with, and or things that don't work out. You know, it's good to know when to quit, when to, you know, take breaks, when to step back. And I'm kind of doing that with like series and also the YouTube stuff here, all my series. In terms of like games, I don't really got a whole lot going right now other than Sims. Because I was doing Universe Sim and I was doing Terraria or Calamity Mod. And what else was I doing? I guess that was really the big ones. I was doing that. And they kind of fall by the wayside if I don't give them enough attention. Like I got pretty excited about Terraria. I was getting in the good grind of it, and then something came in. I think it maybe even would have been work, or something else. Usually something else takes its place, and I'm like, oh, I'm interested. I'll keep doing that, and then I drop it. I try to keep things relatively organized ahead of time for this channel, of course. I like to say things when, ideally, if they're going to happen ahead of time, like I've been talking about my breaks and everything over the next month, and potential Journey to the Farlands breaks, which actually might be a bit nice for me. Means I actually am allocating myself time to not have to worry about the series. I don't really worry about it, but more or less just gives me a bit of a chance to just relax, not have to think. Maybe think is better than worry, because I don't really worry. I'm not known to worry very often. That's one thing you'll come to know, is that I don't really worry. And what else? I'm quite patient. That's why I'm able to do this series in the first place. It's not for the faint of heart. It's definitely for people who have a bit more, can have a bit more just long form stuff. And this is one of those things where it's a lot of work, or no, I guess not a lot of work, but it's like a decent amount of work over a long period of time for a payout, you know, reaching the Farlands and all that excitement. I guess I'll kind of see how it is when I actually get there one day. It'll be, I guess I never really talked about how it would be. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm gonna definitely do some longer streams building up to it, depending on when it is. Could be next year. I mean, it could be next year if I walk efficiently in the summer and like when I have lots of spare time. I don't know. I'll see. I gotta kind of weigh my options too. Like I'm technically an adult now. I'm almost 18, so I'm driving myself around. I got work, and after school is over, I'll be driving around places doing stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what I get around to. And if I so desire to take a bit of a break, I'll probably just do it for the vacation and then just try and keep it casual for the rest of the run. Um, and then university, no idea, or like post-secondary. I don't even know if I'm doing university or what, but I don't really know what's gonna happen there. So I'll keep you posted because that's what I like to do. Those of you who stick around, I like to make sure you stay informed on what's happening. It doesn't hurt to get a little news from me every once in a while, especially if you are into the series. If you're watching this far into videos, then clearly have a knack for watching long form content like this, because I certainly don't have the time to watch stuff like this. I watched a good 80 episodes of Farlands or Bust. I might even pick that up later on, but I kind of got what I needed from it, like for enjoyment. It definitely helped me out in the early bits of the series, the world. I guess there's two different ways I could go about talking about it: the series or the world, because technically there's Journey of the Farlands, the series, and Journey of the Farlands, the world. Which the world, of course, predates the series by a few months. I actually don't remember when I started filming. It might have been October. I know the YouTube upload says October. Oh, I guess, you know what? I guess it would say it on Twitch. I kind of forgot about that. I might check that. And also, in the no commentary, or even commentary, if I just start looking in a straight line, it means I'm probably hopping on my phone to check something. So, that explains that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that most people could probably assume that, but that's what's happening there. Twitch. I want to check something. See when that video was made. Just out of curiosity, really. Highlights. It'd be under highlights. Or is it somewhere? Oh, it might be on my... Oh, right. It's not public, so I'll have to check it on my computer. Shoot. I don't want to really take my hands off. Okay, I won't worry about that then right now. It was just a curiosity thing. As always, I'm a very curious person. But yeah. But yes. What's happening? What is happening right now? Well, not a whole lot. Just the average old school, and yeah, really after school I didn't really do a whole lot. Still just playing my mobile game, My Singing Monsters. Managed to rope Devin into that too. I don't know what your guys' opinions on that game is, but I think it's pretty neat. It's a neat little game to help pass the time, and it's rewarding. I'm usually not one for mobile games, but that one has a bit of a soft spot because that's one of the older ones. All the other mobile games I was introduced to around that time, like Terraria and Minecraft, like that's how old like I was really young when I got introduced to My Singing Monsters and Terraria and all that stuff. But it was all around the same time. But the Terraria and Minecraft I have on computer, so it's not really the same. It's a little bit different now, of course. Now it's on PC, so I don't have to worry about it being a mobile game or anything. Minecraft Pocket Edition. What a time. I wouldn't say I miss playing Pocket Edition. It was kind of fun, but also Pocket Edition was very, very janky since it was rebuilding the code from scratch. Or not janky. It was very bare bones, I guess. which I guess makes sense since they rebuilt everything from scratch. And it was a weird limbo between modern Minecraft and old like beta like this Minecraft, because it was like the small worlds, you know, it was like the I think it was 128 by 120, like a map size. I think might have even been probably was even smaller than that. I don't remember. I mean, Pocket Edition I think did eventually change their world size, but I remember playing for like about a year of Pocket Edition or more until they actually made Infinite Worlds. And that was when I found out there was Infinite Worlds, I was like, yes, I can finally do my old worlds in Infinite format. And of course, those worlds are long gone by now. I lost the device they originally on, or not lost it. The iPad was reset. My original iPad, I played all those worlds on. And what else? I guess that would have been 2013. So 2012 would have been my iPod. I didn't back up my iPod because I was 7. I didn't think of that, of course. And so my iPod's worlds, it was like 60 plus worlds. I think I don't even know if it's true, but I think what I did was I reset, like I just remade or made a new world every time I went onto the game. I might have replayed worlds, but I have a feeling I might have just not known that existed because I was so young. That was how young I got introduced to the game, and look at me now. I'm still puttering around, farting around on this Minecraft. Rightfully so. I think Minecraft's a great game. I know people have their gripes with it, as with anything. You know, you can find gripes with just about anything. So it's really about the same. But it's definitely a wonderful game. And I'm not afraid to return to modern Minecraft either. I love modern Minecraft. I just find a different experience from modern Minecraft to the old stuff. They're both quite different, and they offer different feels. I think the modern Minecraft's a lot more vast and open, and adventurous with all its crazy terrain now with caves and cliffs. Yeah, it's very adventurous. They implore you to go out and find things like the sniffers and the deep dark and all that goodness. And it's great. Like a lot of cool features have come about in the modern age of Minecraft. But part of me still prefers that charm of beta. Even if I never played beta, it still gives me that partial nostalgia from when I was 7 years old playing Pocket Edition. I did actually play Java in 2012. That was around release, around one of the later releases, like one of the 1.0s. 1. I'm bad with my updates. Might be 1.3 or something, or one. It's either 1.3 to 1.6, somewhere in there. I'm sure there's a smart aleck in the comments. Maybe at some point in the future, may inform me. I can always look that up too. But anyway, yeah. So what I mean is, I did play early in Minecraft's lifespan, but not quite that early. I'd call myself a bit of a veteran. I mean, it's been over a decade now. Oh, is that a spawner? Oh, it is. It is. I see. And it's a small one. Look at that. It's tiny. I don't think I've ever seen one this small in Journey of the Farlands. I don't know if that's like groundbreaking, but I don't remember seeing any of this size. Oh, some sandals. Fun. But I will go. This is a nice little itty bitty spawner. The little itsy bitsy spawner. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I should probably make some stew too next time I craft. Oh. let's see. I got after 9 months. 9 months tomorrow. After 9 months, I still friggin' can't master the boat trick. There. Let's do a little bit of acceleration. If any of you are curious as to why I do that, I got that from. Oh, there's a lot of them. I don't remember. It might have been Kilo. Could have been any of them, really. I know Kurt does it, but it's a pretty solid method for transportation. Just to speed things up that little bit, you need all the little bits of speed because, yeah, it just works out nicely. At least I have a better chance of reaching them than when you're just going average speed, but it also means I have a bit of a chance of falling out of the boat like I've done dozens of times throughout these dozens and dozens, countless episodes. Wow. Let's continue this trek on land, shall we? Oh, I got another music disc too. I'll have to play it at Outpost 3. I think in terms of ideas for my next base, I was gonna do a sky base, which could be pretty cool. I could do like a skyblock island base. I don't know about that, but something kind of clever like that. Or maybe like a cave base or a cabin. A cabin would be nice. I mean, I already had a cabin before, but I mean like a log cabin. That could be nice, like a nice little like taiga themed cabin with all the spruce and glass and things. It could look pretty nostalgic. And what else? I guess yeah, those are the main ideas. I'm kind of leaning towards doing a cave base. It might be a little fun to play around the caves for Outpost 3 a little bit. It'll be like a few days at most. Like I think Outpost 1 was like 5 days. 5 days? Might have been less than that. I don't remember. I think it was around 5 days or 4 or 5 days. And Outpost 2 was 1 day. I didn't spend much time. I was kind of bored or not bored, I was just a bit tired of it because I died. And that was like soon after Outpost 1 in the same month. And then I died again when I had to do a mining trip. Oh, there was the one time. I'm trying to remember my deaths. I've died a few times in this world. Anyhow, I've got my history with death in this world here. But yeah, that's kind of some neat little stuff, some tidbits. But yes. The snow biomes. I kind of like the forests. The forests are kind of neat, but the just endless fields of abyssal snow. I don't know. I feel like if it was real life and it was snowing and it was dark, it'd be I kind of like that. It's kind of a nice vibe or feeling, especially if you're inside a cabin looking out, so you're not actually in the cold. I guess that's just the Canadian in me as well. How we get all that weather. And yeah, it does definitely snow pretty hard in the winter. No, there's also a part of me that loves rainstorms. Not rainstorms, but like raining. I love rain. I mean, when I'm not in it. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to go out in the rain and play. But I don't really do that much anymore. But I don't know. I have a bit of a soft spot for that weather. But going back to that conversation I talked about previously, beta just has something else to it. I mentioned it before, the isolating, like the isolation. There's nothing else really in the world other than you, other than mobs and like passive mobs, hostiles. And it kind of, the isolation, the seclusion really adds to the feel. And it makes it feel like the world's much larger than you are. There's there's a lot more out. Like it makes you open to hang on. One of the things I talked about in earlier episodes was Herobrine. I've mentioned that plenty of times. I like to joke that I'm chasing down Herobrine and I'm following like the trails and the crosses and things like the trails of fire and all that from the lava. Not the lava, wink wink. But I joke about Herobrine and all these like things that were cited in beta and alpha and even earlier. And I brought up the idea many moons ago that all this stuff was pretty plausible. I mean, probably to some people it wasn't, but I'm sure it could be quite plausible for things like that to exist. Because the game was still in development, and it was a lot more secluded and it had that creepy vibe. Especially if you do turn up the fog like this. But like, look at that. Well, of course, if you were running on like a pre-2011 computer when this version came out, this would be ideal, and you'd have settings turned down, cranked down. But yeah, it's creepy, and it's like the Herobrine thing where he's like in the shadows, and it's it's not too much of a stretch, seeing something off in the shadows sort of deal. But anyway, that's my whole Herobrine discussion and the whole seclusion of the player. That definitely, that shifted, of course, as time went on, for better, for worse, or however we want to view it. But man, a lot of fun stuff has come about. A lot of these myths and legends and things. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do after this. I might work on my English assignment. So yeah, I'll probably end the stream soon, just because I'm getting quite tired of talking. No offense to you guys, of course. I just get a bit tired of talking, and today I don't really feel like doing a no commentary portion since I do have stuff I want to do. So I'm gonna do some other stuff after this, and I will get back in another episode when I do another commentary. And in every outro, of course. I don't know if you guys know, but I do outros in every video, even if I don't do an intro. Well, most commentary videos, if not all of them, have intros and outros. But anyway, no commentary have outros. Just for the heck of it, really. I mean, technically I don't have to, but I feel it's kind of just customary for me at this point. So yeah, that's where I'm going. But going with things. But anyway, nice little episode here. I'm gonna have to edit out that break just because it takes up a good chunk of the episode. And but yeah, I want to check something if we've crossed the 25% mark, because that would be kind of important. 311 4946. We're so close. It might take a few more days. Might be later in the week then, because we're at 24.8%. So I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. I mean, I'm sure you can check on the descriptions as well. I guess you won't be able to see that. I guess I'll have to. Yeah, I guess I will have to keep you posted. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.